Ministry of Youth and Sports initially budgeted $1.8 million for the renovation of the Azuma Nelson Youth Resource Center. However, following the decision of the Minister of Youth and Sports, Isaac Isiama, for the contractors to add floodlights and other structures that are of importance to the facility, the budget could go beyond $1.8 million. According to the project manager, Mr. Mensa Anaman, they are trying to work within their budget.
Definitely, yes, it increased the cost. But then we are also looking at staying within our budget. So we've not gotten there. Like I said, the consultants are now putting up the design. We will interrogate the design and then see whether it fits into our budget. Of course, it's something that is important. So even if we realize that what we have currently cannot really bring us up to, we will look at elsewhere and then get it done because it's very important.
He also revealed that the initial plan for the construction of the Azuma Nelson Youth Resource Center was not purely to put up a sporting facility, but a youth center that encompasses every need of the youth.
Yeah, the idea was not to build a sports stadium to develop talents in sports. It's supposed to be a youth resource center. So it's a center that any youth that enters here must have his problem solved somehow. So we thought that, well, if you have a counseling center and a young person comes and has a problem, I mean, there are counselors there to be able to guide the person. If anybody wants to, I mean, now it's although we have mobile phones which has internet, but some people always want to go to the internet, get internet facility for their work or for their research. You come here, we have an ICT center that you could make use of. And then also we think that the public must also enjoy the facility. So we have shops built in there. If somebody wants to sell, let's say, sports equipment, I mean, we have a facility for that. Also looking at converting some for, let's say, gym and other lesser known sports that we usually look down upon. Yeah. So those are all included in the design.
Mr. Anaman also explained the decision to add floodlights to the Azuma Nelson Youth Resource Center.
We realize that there are other times that you go to the stadium and the numbers are not that huge. Meanwhile, to work on a stadium like Accra Sports Stadium or to operate such a facility, you need a lot of resources. So if there is a tournament that doesn't, or you don't expect to get over 15,000 people, and you are looking a number between, let's say, 2,000 to 5,000, then you don't necessarily have to overburden the Accra Sports Stadium. This facility could serve the same purposes. So we thought that, okay, what are some of the things that Accra Sports Stadium has that this one doesn't have? And we looked at the floodlight, we look at the 8-lane Titan tracks, we look at some of the indoor games that we will need to bring on board. So those are the things that informed us in taking that decision.
It has been nearly a year when the cut for the renovation of the Azuma Nelson Youth Resource Center was done by the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports, Isaac Isiama. Initially, 9 months were handed to the contractor to complete work here on this facility. But due to certain challenges, he is unable to meet the deadline that was handed to him. People will say that due to the heavy rains that caused massive delay of work here on this facility, the contractor should be exonerated from whatever got the work to be delayed. And for Ghanaians to finally feel that this is an area where their talents can be honed to gain international recognition, then this facility could soon be ready for them to realize that dream. From the Azuma Nelson Youth Resource Center for Kwesa Free Sports, I am Muftar Nabila Abdullahi.